Hello and welcome to Little Sue. So I'm coming on today because I am taking part in Julia Olivia's Crafts and More's monthly swap, and this monthly swap we were to make a sort of pocket envelope type thing. Now I had originally made this one thinking that this is what she was talking about, because that's what she called this the last time. So I made this before I clicked on the link to show me what it was she actually made, and it's completely different. So I'm having to restart again. So I have checked out the video, so I do know roughly what it is I'm meant to be doing. So it was 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and you're scoring at 3. Rotating it all the way around, and then scoring it at 3 1/8. And then that gives you that little bit of crossover between the two edges. Now, what way do I want this? See, I really like the birds, but they're going to be upside down if I do it like that. So what I'll do is I'll put the birds on the inside of the paper and have this on the outside. And that's that. And then down at the bottom, so I want to work out how far up you want it to go. So this will be the outside pocket. So I'm wanting mine about 4. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to score at 4. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a wee tiny bit. So I'm going to score it again, and I'm going to leave 1/4 inch, and I'm only going to score down to that score line that I've just made going along it. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm just going to leave a wee 1/4, and I'm going to cut off. I'm going to cut this off but leave these wee bits so that I can glue down them, because the way the woman did it is she folded it in and then folded it up. Now I feel as if that makes that far too bulky, so I'm just going to take those wee bits off. But make sure I've left enough just to glue this down then. So first off, I'm going to cut all the way down to that score line. And turn it over so that I can see it a wee bit better. And then I'm going to cut up the outside score line, the one closest to the edge, and then I can use that and I can make a tag for that piece. And then I'm just going to notch these because I'm using quite thick card, it wasn't really going to work if I didn't do this. I'm cutting up the closest score line towards the edge here. I'm just taking out that wee square, or technically rectangle. Then just notching. And then I've got these two extra bits here, and I'm going to make 2 tags to go inside this one. And get my bone folder now. Oh. And then when I put that up, it sits a lot more nicer. I think it sits a bit more nicer than having the whole flap right across it. So now what I'm wanting to do is put a little corner, so a little fold on both of these. So I'm just gonna, thinking 2. How far up does this actually go? So this goes to 4. So if I score 3 on that side and 3 on this side, and then 2 there, and 2 there, and then on this side, as you can see, I've got these wee things. So all I'm going to do is normally I'd use a ruler. Sorry about that. So using my ruler, I'm just going to line up my two little score marks that I made. And just bend that over. And do the same with this side, so there. And just bend this one over now. And then that sort of makes both of them a wee bit more even. Oops. So then it'll do that. And then that'll come up. So you can see the bird paper just peeking out there. And then with the glue, I'm just going to run it as close to the edge as I can get it. And not like that. Oh. See, I didn't account for this one. So not quite sure how I'm going to cut this down. Fold that back like that and then I can get into it. And I just need to take off a tiny wee bit down the bottom of this one. Yeah, and that bends up a wee bit better. And then all I'm going to do is run a bit of glue down both sides here. Stick that up. And then that makes a front pocket, and I'm actually going to glue these down just so they're not in the way too much. So then that's my front pocket there, and my big pocket at the back there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get some pom-pom trim, put it on the top here, and I will be right back. Okay, so that's my pocket finished, and I've added a love heart here and two down the bottom, as well as this pom-pom trim along the pocket. And I've also made the two tags out of the excess, so they will just go in like that. Now next thing is we're to do a postcard. So I've got this, and it's like the same paper pads. It was what I had left over from a scrap piece. Now I had a look online, and the postcard is to measure, I think it's 5.8 by 4.1. So this one actually measures just slightly bigger than 6 and slightly over 4.1 as well. So I figured it was close enough to postcard size, because I'm guessing it doesn't actually have to be exact. Jack and Sarah are playing with the Lego just now, that is why you can hear them. So, to start off with, I wanted to put a border around this. So I have this, just a flower washi tape, and I thought this would make the border stand out a wee bit more. All I'm going to do is just run the tape along it. Get my scissors. They two are so noisy at the minute. So this is just really to frame the inside of it, to give it some sort of a pattern, because I felt as if it was too plain otherwise. And just trim off the excess. this pink card will go on the back of it with all my information on it, because that was what we were to do, was to make a postcard and write stuff about ourselves on the back of it for our recipient. So then that just frames, gives it a nice frame. Because I wasn't sure what to put around the edge of the postcard. But I knew I wanted something, I didn't want to leave it just like plain. I wanted a sort of frame going around it. So I figured finding a washi tape that goes with it quite nicely. So next thing I am wanting to do is put this organza ribbon around the middle of it as like a belly band, which is why I've not put this on yet, because my plan is to hide the sellotape for it underneath my information. And I am going to attach it with sellotape to make it easier. And that's the organza on it, just to give it a little bit of, I don't know, I quite liked having something across the middle. I've been thinking long and hard about this postcard, because the last time I made a postcard, I actually made a fabric postcard for an Easter swap, and that went to Angie Paisley. So next thing I have is, I've got 3 more of these little hearts that I'm wanting to add in the middle of this organza to match, so it'll match the hearts that I've added on here. So I'm just going to get my ruler so that I know where the middle is then. So that's 8. That's 8 on that side. So that is roughly the middle there. And all I'm going to do is just put a dollop of glue down. Oh. Jack, not so loud. Because you're very squeaky today. So they're playing with the Lego at the minute. So, 1 at 4. So I like using this ruler because it's got the middle point and then numbers gone along either side of it. So I roughly know where to glue. And 4. And then the glue will also hold the organza in place as well. I didn't think there was enough on that one. And then that is my little postcard. It just makes it a wee bit decorative. It's quite a simple postcard. I didn't want to go overboard with it. I wanted quite a simple one. And then what I'll do is I will write my information on this before I stick it to the back, because I can't imagine I'd be able to like write on it with these gorgeous hearts. I absolutely love these. So that is the postcard and my little bag, well, pocket envelope type thing for Julie's challenge. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.